All right, thank you, Corey. Well, as part of this weekend's Heritage Classic festivities, fans will have a chance to check out a unique look at hockey history. Britt is at the NHL Mobile Museum, United by Hockey. Take us around, Britt.
Well, first of all, we're going to be outside. We are just introducing you to the whole NHL United by Hockey Museum here. I'm with my friend Kwame. Kwame is going to give us the whole experience today. Tell me about how you got involved with this.
Yeah, you know, I've been a curator with the NHL working on the Mobile Museum, and this is in our second year, and it's just an amazing experience for everyone to come and check out at the fan park this year. And, you know, our main goal is to celebrate our change makers, our business leaders, our underrepresented people that are in the game and make this such a great game. So it's going to be an amazing experience. I cannot wait for you to come inside and see everything.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, I'm a big hockey fan. I very much enjoy this. So I am so excited because I've been lucky enough to see a couple of the YouTube videos and things like that. There's some incredible names in there and some great Oiler alumni as well.
Yes.
So.
I mean, the great thing about this Mobile Museum is, like you said, when you get to come in and see some of the amazing alumni, you know, we've got guys like Luke Procott in there, we've got Fred Saskamoose, Angela James, Herb Carnegie, so it's going to be a great experience for everybody, and we've got some really cool new gadgets that people can play with and touch and feel, and so that's what's really cool about museums, when you're able to see, but also be able to touch and feel.
Well, and this is like a perfect moment because, I mean, you know, the NHL, sometimes, I mean, I don't even realize how much the game has grown from so many different perspectives, so this is really going to be what teaches us today.
Yeah, you know, the great thing about hockey is stories, and there's great stories, great history, and our Mobile Museum is a way to dedicate those stories to all the people, so the fans, old and new, get a chance to check them out and experience.
Okay, now what time can everyone come and join us today? Yes,
today we are here from 3 till 9 p.m. and then tomorrow from 12 to 6.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Kwame. We have so much more to show you this morning. Make sure you stick around.
This weekend, Britt is live at the fan park and the United by Hockey NHL Mobile Museum. You're inside now, Britt. Take us a look around.
Yes, we're inside, Kent, and it is a little bit warmer, but the coolest thing about this place, I mean, as someone who's been a hockey fan my whole life, Kwame, walk me around this part.
Well, this is what we call our adaptive hockey experience for our change makers. These people are making change. We have a sled hockey exhibit. So this is exactly what the sled hockey players use when they sit down and play. Their stick as well. And this is one that I'm really excited about for people to see. This is for our blind hockey players. Have a grab of this puck.
Oh, wow.
So that's what a blind hockey player uses when they're playing the game, so that they can hear it instead of being able to see it, so people can come down here, actually get a touch and feel and see exactly what it would be like to play hockey as a blind person.
What I think is incredible are these are all things we're aware of.
Yes.
But I don't think I've ever seen them. So that's the cool part, and I mean, it goes on with all the incredible things you have in here.
Well, one of the great things about this place here is talking about our firsts. We have great firsts in the game of NHL. Like, for example, Kevin Weeks, he's a former goaltender, and he made history being the first black analyst for the NHL. Blake Bolden, a good friend of mine, she is the first black woman to compete in the NWHL and win the Isabel Cup. This is her signature stick, which is the first signature stick from a female hockey player.
Love it.
It's really cool for people to come in and be able to see exactly some of these exhibits. And I know you love your Oilers, and we've got some alumni here as well, right? Like Mike Greer, Zsuzsa Kara is here.
Bill Guerin I see up there as well, which is so exciting because it's so in-depth to Edmonton as well, expanding the game in moments maybe we didn't even realize that these people were really shaping the game for us. So you've got something else you want to show us quickly?
I cannot wait for you to experience and for you to experience our No Excuses virtual reality. I'm not going to give you all the details right now because you have to experience it first to tell the audience, but this is one of the cool things about it. We're going to have people put their heads in and feel what it's like to be on the ice. So I'm really looking forward to
I'm looking forward to this. I'm loving it. Well, we will show you some more in just a little bit here.
Change makers, and it's available for the public this weekend. Britt is at the United by Hockey Mobile Museum at the Heritage Classic Fan Park. What do you have for us now, Britt?
Honestly, Kent, this has been incredible. As someone who's been lucky enough to grow up around the game, sometimes you forget about the people who actually shape the game. Like I said a little earlier, we were talking about Mike Greer, Bill Guerin, some Oilers that I very fondly remember being a part of the history here in this city. So now to see it put this way. But Kwame, you got a pretty cool story here for me with this exhibit specifically.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, hockey is personal stories.
Yes.
You know, we've got our favorite players, we've got our favorite games, and for me, it's my favorite people. And one of the great stories that I was able to add into this museum is about Herb Carnegie, considered one of the best players to never get a chance to play in the National Hockey League. And I actually had a chance to interview him before he passed away. So we always want to make sure that we dedicate a little piece of our museum to the history and the contributions. And we've got some really cool things about Herb Carnegie here. Spider-Man, he was featured in a Spider-Man comic book, which is actually really cool. Like if you think about it, a hockey player being in the Marvel comic book, and as well, CCM dedicated a very interestingly made, lovely hockey skate that was dedicated to Herb Carnegie for being admitted into the Hockey Hall of Fame last year. So personal stories is what we try to share inside this museum. And I know you got a personal story inside this museum.
I do. I'm actually lucky with a couple stories, but personally for me, Luke Prokof. I was lucky enough to be working for the Calgary Hitmen right before COVID rolled around, and Luke decided to let the world know that he came out as the first gay NHL player because that following summer, right after COVID there. So not only is he an incredible kid, but it's so nice to just see some advocacy, finally, for something that the league hasn't seen yet, and it's time to grow.
And this is what it's all about, and that's why we encourage everybody to come down here. Like we said, we try to represent the underrepresented market, and I think fans will have a great time coming down here at our fan fair and really get a chance to look at and see all these things. And if you want to come down, make sure you come down, because it's going to be around here from 3 to 9 p.m. today and from 12 till 6 on Saturday.
Well, and it's something too that I think you need to come see it, because you don't even register some of the moments you got to live. You know, you don't realize some of these people that were trailblazers at the time as a child being a fan, as you do realize now.
Yeah, and I think that one of the more important things about that is learning the history and being able to walk away. And I think this is a great exhibit that you can bring your kids to before, you know, whatever you're doing for the day. This is a great place. And the Fan Fair has so many other great exhibits and great things. So I'm hoping everybody will come and check it out.
Amazing. Well, we'll come back for the VR experience after this one.
Text hockey.
Something you can experience, not just look at. Britt's got the VR headset on, which is fantastic. Britt, what are you seeing in there?
I am on the ice right now with Olympian Malik Jones. And like, Kent, seriously, this is one of the coolest little videos. I know you and I talk about it often, Kent, about how we love the perspective from an actual player. So Kwame, you got to walk me through. I love that. Like, that is worth coming to check out, at least this.
Yeah, this is our virtual reality experience on the NHL Mobile Museum. No excuses. It's all about no excuses. And like you said, it was Malik Jones, Paralympic athlete, gold medal winner for Team USA. We shot this cool video of his experience of being a Paralympic athlete, and we wanted people to really know what it's like to be on the ice with a person who is playing sled hockey. So I don't want to give away too much. This is one of those things where you have to come and experience it. But like we said, this museum, we have a lot of new experiences for people, and this is one of them. And I think people are going to walk away with 3 minutes of great content from a virtual reality perspective.
What I think is so cool too is it's again, it's a sport we're all so familiar with, hockey, obviously based all these stories around. I didn't even know some of the things in that video. And so I think, like, it is so crucial to see more of this. And again, that's the whole point of the Mobile Museum.
That's the whole point about the United by Hockey Mobile Museum, because we are united by hockey, and there's so many different aspects of the game. Virtual reality brings you right into the perspective of being on the ice with somebody who is a Paralympic athlete. So again, let's, just like you said, these are some of the stories and things we want to share with everybody. So I'm hoping people will come by and experience this. Again,
I mean, I felt like I knew a lot about the game. I learned a ton more today. This is incredible. You and I could talk for days, not just hours, days on everybody in here. What times can people get down here to check this out over the next 2 days?
So today from 3 to 9 p.m., come and check us out. And tomorrow tomorrow from 12 to 6 p.m.
Unreal. Thank you so much, Kwame.
This has been awesome. Thank you for hanging out.
Unreal. I love it.